Gutn Erev Shabbos, my dear friends. I'm talking to you from beautiful sunny Florida, where we are visiting our children and grandchildren. And we'll be back in Eretz Hashem next week in Brooklyn. So this Shabbos we bless the month of Tammuz. And we read in the Torah the portion of Shelach, where we read about the 12 spies that were sent by Moses to scout the land of Israel. But it ended up with a disaster. 10 of the 12 spies came back with a terrible report. They said it's indeed a beautiful land and the fruits are beautiful, but the people are very strong and it's impossible to win. As a result, the Jewish people cried and they didn't want to go in, and God was very upset with them. And he said to Moses, "Let me destroy them all, and I will make you as a big nation." Moses pleaded with Hashem, and he asked Hashem to save them. And indeed, Hashem listened to his prayer, and he allowed them to live in the desert for 40 years, and they lived a very good life, both spiritually and physically, in the desert, and their children entered the land of Israel. The only ones that Moses could not save was the 10 spies. Why not? Because the 10 spies not only rebelled against Hashem, but they made the people complain against Moses. And therefore, Moses, by definition, could not pray for them. Not that he didn't want to pray for them, but the very presence of Moses is a reminder of their sins. A prosecutor cannot become a defender. Just like on Yom Kippur, the high priest did not enter the Holy of Holies with gold garments. Why? Because the very presence of gold is a reminder of the sin of the golden calf. So what we see from the story is the power of Moshe Rabbeinu. Moses always is the one who stands in the front line to defend the Jewish people and to guide them. The Zohar says that every generation we have the Moses, and the Moses that leads the Jewish people and defends the Jewish people. In our generation, we have the big privilege to have our Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe. This Shabbos, the 28th of Sivan, we celebrate the day that the Rebbe was saved from the Nazis, and he came to America, and he continued with his work of saving the Jewish people, spiritually and physically. This week is Gimel Tammuz. Gimel Tammuz is the day that, unfortunately, we could no longer see the Rebbe physically, although the Rebbe is with us spiritually. And this time, on this Shabbos, and in this week, it is a time to strengthen our connection with the Rebbe, with our Moses that leads us. The way to strengthen the connection is by following the guidance, by learning the teachings of the Rebbe. And very soon, may we merit to see once again the Rebbe with the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu very soon. Amen. A good Shabbos.